It's a stuck in the middle podcast family.
Yeah, this the brand new year's edition.
Yes, sir.
So happy New Year to everybody who's watching this.
And Happy New Year to y'all, yo.
Happy New Year to you guys.
Happy New Year,
What
guys.
I just noticed everybody's wearing black. Is that like? Are we mourning? No, we're not mourning, right?
Nah,
Nobody-
this
It's
this
the
right
New
here is a New Year celebration. Man.
It's
We
the New Year
celebrated
swag.
black.
It's the New Year swag, the blackness. I like mine is hair and your hair scalp. I like it.
I know I had to. It's cold, so I had to like cover it.
Yeah.
Because I have short hair. So.
Did you put a scarf over your hair? You want my hat? I'll give it to you after. You got to talk to the mic though.
I want you now.
You want it now?
Uh-huh.
I have a big head, so that's why I wear a hat to
Okay.
cover it. Now, Happy New Year to everybody, man, who's listening. And yeah, yo, this is like what happened last year, what we about to accomplish this year. First of all, like we're gonna start from you, and then like just introduce, and then all the way to me and the people who in the crew who could make it here. So go ahead and start.
Yeah. AK, host of Stuck in the Middle podcast.
Jocelyn Foka, just a member of the crew.
Manen Dopping or Manen Kun Dopping. I do the blog.
She does the blog. I'm Flex Reflex, one of the hosts. And shout out to Deuce, camera guy. He's in PA right now skiing or
Yeah.
snowboarding, whatever you call that thing. The black guy skiing. Can you imagine?
Hey, man,
but I
don't-
went hiking.
Don't limit yourself.
Hey, that's
Hold
true,
on.
man.
Don't limit yourself.
That's true now, but he couldn't be here. He was stoked to be here, but he couldn't be here. But
Yeah, shout out to Achiri too. Guys at work,
yeah,
the PR guy.
making that bag.
Yeah, man.
I haven't seen that you in a while.
Yeah, me either.
We're gonna fire him. He's not doing his job. Can you imagine? We'll talk about that.
I mean, not being here doesn't mean he doesn't do his job.
She's standing up for the brother. I like it.
I mean, he can do his job from wherever.
Oh, that's funny.
Yo, man, it's 2018. 2017 was a great year.
Mm-hmm.
We did a lot.
We did a lot.
We did a lot. We did almost 60 episodes, if I'm not mistaken, more than that. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost 60.
The funny thing is, it all started like a joke, pretty much, if I could say that. And we sitting on 60 episodes now. Many more to come. Great crew. We got the writer. We got a marvelous intern. Always laughing at us. Yeah, she's our intern. Man, I mean, this year is gonna be, there's gonna be a lot of, changes, new things to come. Reflex was already pitching, having a segment where, we don't necessarily have to have a guest on. We have, two people, you and Manor, you guys could join in the conversation as well. We talk about
like a
something.
topic. Oh yeah. Actually, speaking on that, right? While we already on that, I already have one on like set, and so Tuesday we having DJ Mulukugu from the DMV and Don, he's the promoter. So we're just gonna talk about like DJing and promoting on Tuesday night, and I think it's gonna be dope. Yeah, I was gonna tell you, I forgot.
I was just looking at you like, wait, why am I getting this man right now?
That's good. That's good.
Like, yo, but now let's talk
But
about
you
last
skipping?
year.
You skipping? Yeah, I was gonna say like let's talk about
Yeah,
last year.
Let's talk about last year, man. From February 5th, we kicked off this thing. Let's talk about that.
Mhm.
How we've managed to, keep this going till now.
Yeah.
It's not been. I mean, it definitely wasn't an easy ride. There's a lot of hurdles around along the way.
I wanna bring in like Joycelyn and Manny first though. Let me hold it the mic for a minute. When you first saw Stuck in the Middle, it's like yo, like how what was it to you? It's like yo, that's kind of like oh, I want to be in that kind of thing. Yeah.
Okay, for me, it was more a friend of mine who introduced me, and he said, I know you have been looking for something different, and I believe this is what you need because the concept is different. It's from people from Cameroon because we don't see a lot of our people doing podcasts or even much thing in the media. So I believe your input will help them, and you speak French. So we have people here that are having a hard time. So maybe you coming into the crew and having another segment in French will bring another audience. This is brand new. Just go and sit down with them, talk with them, and I'm pretty sure with your ideas and their ideas, you guys can work together. So me watching all the episodes, it was really cool, and I liked what you guys did. And I'll say, hey, you know what? Let me just hit this guy up, and we go from there. And then today I'm here.
What do you do like for people? Like what do you do like your day job?
Actually, I don't have a day job.
Ah.
I am my own boss.
I mean, we already knew that, but I'm just asking, like, folks who are watching. What do you like? Yeah,
uh, right now, I'm into fashion, so
you don't
I
strip, right? Like, how do you get your money?
oh no, 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 not at all.
That's a funny
Never
question.
crossed my mind. God have blessed me. I have been having hard time, but I never thought of that part of going
Is
there.
there like a criteria to be a stripper? Like,
I don't think so.
I mean,
You gotta be flexible.
You gotta be fine. First of all, there's some crusty strippers out
so
here.
I mean that's definitely a compliment because you just said you gotta be fun. So you know.
Oh, thank you then. Thank
I'm
you.
I'm also answering your question. It's a criteria. Don't come out here looking. I'm just kidding. I've never been to no strip club. I don't know if yeah. Anyway, money. You've been busy with the blogs. Yo, like
I enjoy writing. I've been writing for my.
are you nervous?
Yeah, I am nervous.
She's
I
like,
don't
yo,
like,
she about to break the the wheels
I'm
off that
nervous, one.
she's swinging hard as
Talking is not my forte. I enjoy writing and
yeah,
talking.
yeah. Uh-huh.
And when I heard about the stuck in the middle thing, part, it was a way for me to learn more because I'm always open to learning, and there's always something out there anybody can learn. And I'm into engaging in thought-provoking conversations. So this was more of a way for me to, other than reading and writing, the pod kind of opened my mind to, build up on what I know and learn something new.
Was it hard to write your first blog?
Yes, because when it comes to writing, I'm always thinking of, are they going to understand what I'm trying to say, or is these, because my way of writing is different from what I've seen, what I've read from other people, and it's not always like step by step. My thoughts kind of run all over the place, so trying to put certain thoughts together was a challenge. But the more I write, the more I learned that people will get the message as long as you keep them engaged. Because if it's too long, you can lose them somewhere.
Like speaking of like too long, or you got talking to Mike by the way. I can't hear you at all.
Hear me?
Yeah,
Can you hear me now?
that's
Okay.
good. Do you feel like you got to write? Because you've been. How do you approach like what subjects to write?
Okay, so if I listen to a pod and something kind of strikes me, like, okay, can I expand on this? And I try to connect it to a book because I enjoy reading. And I mostly listen to the pod when I'm driving. So when something strikes me, sometimes I'll pull over and write it down, and then write the book next to it.
Dedication.
Because yeah, that's how I get a topic based on either something somebody said repeatedly, or something that kind of make me go, okay, I could write more on this. So that's how I get my topic.
Yo, AK.
Yeah, man.
How do you prepare for like the episodes?
How to prove episodes? I mean, it all starts with actually getting the guests to come on, not finding the guests to come on. So we spend an intensive amount of hours, surfing the internet, trying to find possible
Go over the
potential, potential guests for the podcast, which is really not easy. And then on top of that, you find a person to come on or guest to come on the podcast. You heat them up.
Did you think like going into it, right? Did you think like that was gonna be easy? Like
No,
like,
no,
we're just
no,
about to
no,
have
no.
people like.
I mean,
I think that was something that like when the rubber hit the road, it's like, oh dang, right?
yeah. I mean, well, coming in, I definitely knew that was gonna be hard because, I have a couple friends who got podcasts too, so I spoke to them about it and they said going in, you just have to, stay focused. One great advice I got was, don't take anything personal. You know what I mean? And holding that to today has, helped me tremendously because you take your time to heat somebody up, you know what I mean? And the reply, and then all of a sudden the day comes and they don't show up.
Back out,
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of frustrating, but once you're able to see past that, things just become very easy. But so far, so good, man.
You ever hit somebody up and they're like, nah, I'm not interested, I'm not coming.
Nah. Nah.
Most of the time, people are like, "Yo, I
Yeah.
want to be." Yeah,
Yeah.
that's dope. That's
Yeah,
dope.
yeah,
What's your favorite episode? I'm gonna hit all y'all with this question. What's your?
I have more than
yeah.
one favorite.
It can be. It can be. Okay, I'm gonna keep it to the max too, and then why? Because we know. I don't want
Yeah,
going.
ladies first. Ladies first.
Yeah. What's your favorite episode, and then why?
I have multiples, and the one that always comes in my mind are the one for that you guys did about mental health, because
It's crazy because that wasn't even really like an episode. That was
So-
like just an event. And
event,
speaking on that,
yeah.
I just gotta hit this before we
Go ahead.
That's one thing too. We're gonna have a lot more events this year. Kaz and I ready. We got one scheduled for February. I'm not gonna let the cat out of the bag, but yeah, go ahead.
All right. But to me, it was striking. That's a question. I mean, that's a subject that African we don't really talk about in the house. The only time I see parents or even individual from our background talk about it is when we have a kid that have that issue. Whenever we don't have anybody that has that issue, we kind of like just avoid the subject altogether. But when I had friends coming back, hey, I seen that on your Instagram and Facebook Live and this and that, you always in studio. I just say, go and listen to the pod. And they always come back to me, say, oh my God, I love this episode because I'm having a hard time discussing about it. But now I can just say, hey, Dad, can you just listen to this? And they sit down and listen. And then now it kind of strikes them that this is a conversation that we need to have because we have a cousin who is like that, but we kind of just put the cousin in a angle. That's it. Or we used to have an aunt that was like that, but nobody really talks about it. People just think, oh, it's witchcraft. Leave it like that. But now living here, we know that there is more into that. The other episode, I think, was the last one we did was HIV. That's another subject. We have people that live with us that we know that are dealing with those issues, but we pretend that it does not exist. The best way to open the conversation is just click on the part and start talking, and then we can actually have a debate after listening to that. And then, like Eke said, we don't hate. When I started the debate, I said, don't take it personal. It's just a point of view. I will listen to the part together. What is your point of view? And then we go from there. But I say, hey, nothing personal. It's just a debate. Those are the things that when I listened to the part, I was like, you know what? This is cool that it's not only about entrepreneurs and then people that kind of like, oh, my dad wanted me to be a lawyer, but now I'm doing this. And then we have the ability with this platform to touch different other subjects that people kind of like put on the side, not really go into it.
That's
great. That's
yeah,
great.
What
Cool.
speaking on that, what topics or events do you think we should have this year? On top of mental health that we already have scheduled.
We should have like biracial with marriages.
I like that.
Wonderful.
Yes, because
I like
Just
I'm
went extreme
the,
with
I'm
that
the
one.
first. Yeah, I'm not the first generation coming to the state. So I have aunties, uncle that are married to white people, but never being home with their wife because everybody like, oh, he's a man, he married that girl, he's
Right.
never coming back home. That's it for him.
Wonderful.
But they don't understand that there is more to it. So
Mhm.
I'm trying to see if we can bring those biracial couples, here, and they can explain to us how they live and all that. Those are the things. I mean, that's one subject that I would really want to have here.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Just this. I did watch you. What episode? Two, max two.
Two. Okay. I'm gonna stay away from the health topics because in the health field,
Pulling the mic.
because I am in the health field and I kind of have an idea of some of the topics. So my very first favorite was the one with Jason. And the thing that stood out to me the most was the fact that he turned down a job at NASA to be a teacher. And that kind of inspired me because in the African community, it tends to be that your worth or your success, it's kind of tied to how much you make. But then they don't put, or so much, what's the word? Emphasis is not put on the impact you would create depending on the field you go into. And as teachers, yes, they don't get paid. They don't get paid for what they do, but these are people who impact kids or people of the future generation. You can either break or make a kid as a teacher. And not only that, I'm into words. I'm very particular about using certain words and how you use it. So the way Jason presents was that poetry,
Yep.
poem line, and all of that. And my other favorite episode. Besides those I've written about, let me think for a minute. I can't think of it.
Chico, we had my Chico's. Yeah, Chico. He.
Yeah, I kind of like his too. If I had to have my top 10, he would be one of the ones I like.
Big.
And I'm actually working on the blog.
She said top
Top
10.
10.
Yes, I'm actually working
We
on
only
the
have-
She
blog with
extended
that.
the list.
I can't do top 2.
Oh,
Well, I wanted
man.
to say one. Another one I liked was the very first one with Barack.
Yeah, Barack.
The line that stood out to me the most was when he said he was inspired to be a DJ or to get into DJing because of Barack Obama becoming president.
I'm just gonna say this: if you don't see like the wave hitting, spiking, then you're not talking in the mic. That's why I turned it. Yeah.
Oh, but I still don't see it, so I guess my mic is not.
No, you're good now.
Yeah, okay. So the reason he was inspired to being a DJ and the reason why he used the name Barack was because Barack Obama became president. So the way I saw that to be is it made me question the people that inspire me and why. And I'm sure that Barack Obama being president inspired quite a bit of people to take a leap of faith and be like, okay, this is a field that maybe only women get into, but as a man I can get into it, or this is a field that only men get into. So it's, yeah, I'm good. The first two.
Like
You like
the
Chico?
business, the business. Yeah.
What one do you like?
What other one? Naomi. Yeah, yeah. It was fun. Like if I can watch, and I'm
What
like,
about
dang.
What
I
was the
just
best
I
thing?
don't even really like. I mean, was good, but I like how raw it was, like how we were still struggling there. That's the thing I like about it. And like Naomi's not no little girl out here, fam.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like she got clout, she's out here, but she came through, and like our studio was rugged, still is, but and we're still building. But like if you just look at that joint, you can't even hear. Like it was just like, dang, like she came out here, bruh.
Back
And,
then
like,
was white
it
walls.
was,
fam.
yeah, like, and we really
Crazy.
sat down and interviewed Naomi, like, yeah, like I go back and scroll all
Actually
the,
went to school with her.
yeah,
Why not? Yeah, she was Seka Baptist, correct. Yeah, she was a year or two ahead of me or so.
See if I need a verse, I need verse. Say that sister when you go school with that. So now, but yeah, okay, come on.
I mean, mine's I'm not gonna, because of my love of technology. You know, I'm just gonna stay away from technology as she dodged healthcare. But I'm gonna talk about two which really stood out the most, other than mental health and the HIV one, sickle cell and cancer. These are all diseases that really, you know, torment humans. Like, I mean, if you have that, like, it's some different kind of pain. I can't even start imagining the pain. You know, this, you know, people who got cancer, sickle cell, all these things, you know, go through, and to see these ladies actually, you know, like Gwendolyn Gould, you know, she actually beat cancer. That's amazing. And, you know, having to lose a son to brain cancer too, and still smiling. You know what I mean? That says a lot. I mean, if I hurt myself, I can't even complain anymore because I just think of Gwendolyn Gould, and I feel like everything will be okay. You know, in case of Geraldine, man, if you follow on social,
By the way, let me just plug Geraldine real quick. I gotta follow her on social media because she's trying to build something big with sickle cell this year. So I'm gonna just say go follow her on Geraldine. What's her last name? I forget. Just look.
Geraldine Allo.
Allo, yeah. Look up the episode on Stuck in the Middle and support her. She's trying to build a platform on sickle cell. So go support her. Yeah.
And Gwendolyn
Gwendolyn
Gould
as well. Yeah.
Sway Short. Yeah, those two, man. Going back to a similar question, you know, starting Stuck in the Middle. What did you think, you know, you were getting yourself into, and how have you, you know, managed to still be here till now?
Man, it's been times I'm like, man, forget this. flip the table and walk out, man. Be like, man, yeah, I can have this. I'm out. Nah, but I really just was just coming on to like to help out. Me being a technology, not technology, media connoisseur. That's my day job. I was just coming on to help as a producer, really. And I think after like the fourth episode, I was like, shoot, I'm trying to give me a mic, man.
I was beginning to wonder. I'm like, wait a minute, when are you gonna come on board?
Give me a mic, man.
Staying in the
It just
back.
looks so much fun, yo. I think I've been having too much fun. AK be like, yo, you talk too much, man. Yeah, but yeah, they really were just signing up to just help behind the scenes, help put it together, digital wise, audio, visual. But then I was just like, hey, let me just hop on, and circumstances also just permitted me hopping on and getting on the mic. So, but like, man, like booking guests has been the toughest, yo. And
Facts.
but like even just you can book all day, really.
Yeah.
But it's just like, yo, what people are people gonna click? Are people gonna watch? Is it gonna be,
Yeah.
what I'm saying, like, there's gonna be content out of it. You know what I mean? I'm sure, for you, same thing, writing a blog, or for you, it's like,
I mean, speaking on that, the one thing I notice is like people always watching. They say no now to see how you're going to react, how you're going to take it. Me, like, by saying no, I'm going to see if 2 or 3 months down the line, or 2 or 3 years, he's still going to be doing this, or he's going to come back to me. That's what one thing I learned being in the media. It's not that it's nothing personal. It's just people just like to watch, because we getting tired of going to these events or podcasts and all that, and then 1 year, 2 years, you go back again, look for the podcast, it's not there.
Right.
They want to see that you guys are consistent, you guys are growing, you guys are improving.
yeah.
So that next time when you hit them up, they will be, really honored to actually come. Some people just say no because then it's not their thing. So that's like Eki said, don't just take it personal, just keep it moving forward. That's
Right.
it.
Right.
Jeez, now that's
Nah, but this is something. We're trying to introduce into the whole African community. You know what I mean? Mine says she like driving and listening to the podcast. It's something different to do, especially in the summertime when it's hot, man.
Yeah.
You're trying to crank music in the car and your head is just spinning inside. Nothing better than just listening to good old conversation. Like sometimes I listen to podcasts and I talk to myself in the car. Like I would sit down and I would laugh and hit the dashboard.
No,
Like,
you
oh, that
tripping.
was so funny. And turn around, somebody looking at my car like, is this guy crazy? I'm having a one-on-one interaction with my radio. It's a little, for me, it's a little chill. It's some way to pass time. And yeah,
the video aspect for me is also dope. Like, being able to put faces behind it. Because this one thing, we could just had audio. It'd be like, yo, who they at? But being able to put faces behind it, and also
I would
like,
be a horrible actor in the sense that if I see myself on screen, I
Mhm.
have to turn it off.
so that's
so-
why you'll be struggling with this whole time.
Yeah, that's like my greatest struggle right now. Like watching myself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I could listen to myself, even though I hate the sound of my voice. But I could listen to myself. That's okay. I'm not looking at me speak because I pay attention to details.
Mhm.
So if my lip was hanging sideways, I'm like, oh man, how can I erase that?
Little snot coming.
You know? I'm like, yo, how can I fix that? I can't fix that.
You
that's
know what
out
would be
there
the
already.
worst when you hang out with somebody and like all day, and then you go in your car, you about to go home. You're like, look in the mirror, it's like snot. Bro, that happened to me yesterday, man. I'm like, so I was hanging out all day. This
Was it
person don't
real?
even love me enough to tell me you had snot in your nose, man. You start backtracking, like, what was she thinking when I turned this corner?
No, it wasn't
So-
honest.
Yeah, that's funny. Hey, that's just me, fam. That's just me.
But, yeah, let me ask y'all this though. Since it's born on the new year,
Mhm.
what were one of the wow moments? I'll start. For me, is when TZ Panchak him Lux Eagle walked in here, fam. For me, that was one wow.
The thing I love about that particular episode is the fact that now with an undergrad in psychology, I kind of studied facial expression and body language and all of that. Now to see a guy with a genuinely effortless, real smile, that's one episode I watched multiple times just to see that because
Are you sure it was just this one?
yeah, 'cause I'm not the type to be crazy about
Artists.
stars or artists
Yep.
because I know the
Celebrities.
chance. Okay, if I wanted to really meet him, I'd have been here, but I couldn't make it. But I've made everything possible to show up. But the fact that his smile was genuinely, effortlessly real. In a society where men
He
are
just-
shunned,
Ooh,
yeah, and in a
Just got
society
off a
where
plane.
that's like there's a
Being
word
humble.
after being humble.
Mhm.
That's what I call it. In a society where men are shunned,
for being humble.
smiling
For
in
smiling,
pictures.
yeah.
Come on, that was.
Well, how men being shunned for smiling in
I mean,
pictures?
if you look at pictures with men in it,
Uh-huh.
how often do you see a man smile from his eyes?
What?
That's what I wanted to
that's
say. Somebody
probably-
said he smiled with his
His
eyes.
is
Yeah.
like
I think that was you.
effortless.
That's
I'm the one who
probably
said it.
because
It's very effortless.
I mean, have you ever taken the time to actually pay attention?
It's
to,
called light
to,
skin
to,
face.
to the
Oh,
photo.
come on.
I mean, some pictures make your hair ragged. Like, you know, they're like
Oh.
sideways.
No,
I don't know why it's sideways. You look, you see that crack. You're like, oh man, that's not nice. So
See,
the
y'all
next
women,
picture
y'all
gonna
pretty.
take-
Y'all
gonna
can
try-
smile. You know
No,
what I'm saying?
that-
Like,
it's nothing to do with prettiness. It's I don't know what's the word, but it comes from within.
look. Come on. That's a light skin face.
Oh my God! He said that's the
If I
nice
smile,
thing
you know what I
face.
mean. If I smile, you.
That's because that's fake. That smile didn't come from your eyes. That's why it's fake. So
You
it's you don't have to try so
I put the
hard at
camera
it.
on you right now. Smile from your eyes. Let's see.
No, I can't. If
Listen,
if I have to act it, it's not gonna be real. It just comes natural.
Smile, and all of a sudden your eyes are shot. Like your
If
smile
it's a
closes your
real-
eyes.
Yeah, if it's a real smile, it's most likely to close your eyes.
Ah.
Yes.
Wow moment, Joyce.
Yeah, man, that Tizzy Puncher episode was real, man. We all left this place lit.
Lit.
When I said we were lit, I mean I got home and I couldn't even feel my brain, yo. Like, I was trying to contain my brain because we
Yeah.
had so much fun. The conversation was so real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, man. It was nice to see, meet the crew.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And they hit us up too. Shout out to
yeah, they hit us
their
up, man.
manager. What's the name?
Vanessa.
Yeah. Shout out to Vanessa making it happen.
Yeah.
That was dope, man. To see we actually out here doing something like
Right,
Teasy.
right.
First thing he land, he want to come to Stuck.
I hear there's something in the works for the month of February, so
Hey.
we'll wait and see what happens.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Mm.
I like the one with Stan Leon when he started dancing before we went on air. That was just fantastic. Him and the other guy that
Frank.
he came, Frank.
Yeah, Frank.
Yes. And then to see guys like them that are making it out there and still be humble, love the culture, and actually go live, say, hey, I'm here, come and support my brothers and sisters
Mhm.
here. I love that.
Mhm.
Because a lot of people, when they start going up the ladder, they become a little arrogant. Once they hit it, that's it. There's no way you will say hi to them and they will say that hi back to you.
Yeah.
So for me to see those two guys being at that level in their life where they get recognized everywhere they go and still come in here, dance with us, make us laugh before we go on air, and then even being natural on air like that says a lot about their own personality.
Man, they came through like they were about to capture hearts in this.
Yo, brothers, people still be like, when they refer to the episode, be like, those guys who dress nice.
yeah.
We support Stanley,
Somebody said it's like they both, got dressed in the same room, and they said, man, I think that pink suit would look better with me because Stan Lion had on
Yeah.
pink pants
Yes.
and then the dude had on
Pink
somewhat of,
suit,
yeah. So it was like,
Let's
no,
switch
I think
it
no, I
up.
think that jacket
Yeah.
would look good with me. So let's switch up. That cracked me up.
So what we doing this year, yo? As far as like episodes, we got a couple lined up already.
Yeah, we got a couple lined up for. I mean, we've definitely closed out the first 2 months.
Mhm.
So from next week to the end of
February.
we pretty stacked.
Mm-hmm.
We're looking forward to booking more in the month of March and what's after March, April.
January,
Oh.
February, March, April. May,
Yeah.
June, July.
We got 2 live events possible 2 live events coming up. We might probably have to stack those 2 in the same month, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Just so, because I was talking to, Sir Heinz, who was one of our hosts here.
Mhm. Shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out to Sir Heinz. And he had some great ideas too, how to put, things together. And I was picking up on everything
Mhm.
he said. And after having a conversation with you two, it kind of clicked. And so, yeah, we got that. You came up with a great idea of actually having a Sunday or 2 to just, sit down around a table like this and
Yeah.
have conversations.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
And then, of course, we're
quote,
gonna- and then, of course-
interracial marriages,
I mean, it would be good to have somebody who's in it to talk about it. 'Cause we're
Not yet,
just
and
talking
like-
about
like-
it from the outside.
Like I said, so we of course, the Sunday episodes, everything, and then topics like what you're gonna put on it, and it's gonna be up to you to like like I said, with
I
the
mean, I
DJ
also
and
want to
promoting,
add.
you
I
bring
want,
your guests, like
yeah, I want to add that whoever is listening, you should be able to also
Hit us
refer
up.
some of the ideas, because you guys are listening and you have also ideas that you want people to talk about or situation that you are in, and then we can turn it into a part. Just you have all our social media, Stuck in the Middle podcast, and then,
SITM podcast everywhere.
SITM podcast 237 at gmail.com. Email us. Let
Yes,
us
sir.
know. I mean, just a quick shout out to us. We'll be very, very grateful. Referral, just tell us, we're doing a good job or not.
I want to hear some hate mail, man. I want to read some hate mail.
Some
Really?
hate mail.
Yeah. That's,
Yeah, hate
I don't
mails
want to
are
call it
fun.
hate mail. I don't want to call it hate mail. I want to say criticism.
yeah.
Instead
we
of
get,
hate.
we get,
Constructive
yeah, we get that on
criticism.
Facebook
Yes.
sometimes, like and like this is my credit to AK, man. He getting on me for getting the audio and everything straight. Because when we were struggling initially with our audio issue, we got a lot of that, and it really was
Yes.
like it really got me going.
Yeah.
And everything is straight on Facebook, everywhere. Like the quality, man. Don't try us, man.
Hey man, I got 5 haters in my bag right now. I got 5 haters in my pocket. I need to take it up to 10. That's the only way I actually do feel like I'm successful in life. You know what I mean? Because that pushes me
Yeah.
to do bigger and greater things. But hateful hate, man, don't bring that around me. But
No, but while we're at it, though, I want to shout out to Perfect Office Solutions, bringing you this podcast on a weekly
Sure.
basis. Hit them up. Let them know we sent you SITM podcast. You get 10% off on your monthly lease. What
Perfect Office
better way?
Solutions.
Man, they're selling out. They're dope. You want to hit Perfect Office Solutions up. If
Great
if you out here, great spaces, man, in the Maryland area. If you out here, you got a business, you starting a business, hit them up. SITM podcast is the cheat code. You get 10% off of your lease.
Amen.
We're giving out goodies.
And if you wanna, do promos on our show, just hit us up, email us. We'll
We'll work
with
it
you,
out.
man. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
sir. We'll work it out.
SITM podcast 237 at gmail.com is the email. Let us know. Ladies,
Yes, sir.
let's start with mine for mine. This year you started off with a great post.
Happy you. Is it up already?
No, not that one.
No, not that one. Not that one. Not that one.
Oh, edit this part out.
Not that one. Not that one. Oh, forgive me. I forget the title.
Did I post one?
No, you haven't.
Oh,
you
no,
haven't
this-
posted this yet.
Oh, it was end of last year. You don't
That
post
was
it.
Yeah,
mine.
that was me this year.
That was
I was
it.
like, man, mine is still in. Like, she writing all this. Like, nah, I'm just man. That's your. I can't write to save my life. Nah, it was just. It's like,
I think it's the thing with writing is finding your own voice and how to get it out there. You don't have to, because when I used to read, I still do read other people's blogs, and I'm like, okay, do I have to write like this? Do I have to make it look like my own? And it's a struggle to make it straightforward and stay with the topic. But
Not to cut you
Thanks
short,
to-
right? Not to cut you short.
yeah,
A lot of people ask me this question: what is an outlier?
who is an outlier?
Who is an outlier?
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, based on the book written by Malcolm something. Now, I'm going to go into some statistics. You have the bell curve,
Uh-huh.
and everybody falls in the middle. And then towards the end of the curve is where most people tend to fall at the end. So an outlier is somebody who is, like the saying, they would say to every case there's an exception. So the outlier would be the exception. Now, in the book, it talks about all this Beethoven, Einstein, and Bill Gates, and all of that. They are considered outliers because of the amount of time they spent into getting to where they are. So an outlier is basically somebody who is different from, quote unquote, the ordinary. That's pretty much what an outlier is.
Let me ask you this question, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this comes from a podcast I listened to as well. How we built it, and Guy Ross.
BBC one.
No. It's from NPR. So Guy Ross, who's the host of How We Built It, he asked all his guests this question: how much of your success do you channel to luck? So in the book Outliers, do you feel like these people were lucky? Because I could go right now and put in 10,000 hours into programming, but does that mean that I'll be the next Bill Gates or the next Steve Jobs?
You don't have to be the next Bill Gates or the next Steve Jobs. You're going to be the next AK and the only AK. Now, putting in 10,000 hours, it sounds like just 10,000 hours, but if you read the step by step process of how Bill Gates and Steve Jobs got to where they got to be, it's not easy, but it's doable.
Half of it sounded like luck to me.
No, I don't want to call it luck though. Or somebody says luck is when something meets preparation. It's a combination of
Hard work makes preparation.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't want to call it luck because you have to put something into it to get something out of it.
That's for sure.
I think your circumstances got to be aligned too, man. Like,
Yeah, you
I
know.
just watched like in passing. I forget what. I think it was on the gram. It was Don Lemon of CNN, and what's the guy who was never aged? The actor. He got dots on his face.
Denzel.
Not Denzel.
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman. And Don Lemon asked him a question like, to the degree of like like white people be more ahead, and he was like emphatically he was like nah.
No, it's not.
He was like, you and me sitting here, we testament to the fact that you don't matter. You can, you know what I'm saying, like you can be out here doing, you know what I'm saying, getting it, doing whatever it is. You know what I mean? As far
Right.
as like succeeding. Yeah.
Like the book by Charlemagne.
What's the
same-
title of that book? Black.
Black
Black
privilege.
privilege.
Black privilege, yeah.
Yeah,
Opportunity also.
everybody has the opportunity to make it big, irrespective of your race, gender, circumstances in life. Now, your circumstances in life may
Money. Dog it in Mike, I bet.
your circumstances in life may allow you to get there faster or sooner or quote unquote easier, but that doesn't mean that because you don't have those basic
Did you read it? Did you read the book?
Yeah,
Charlemagne's book? You
I
read it too,
listened
right?
to audio.
Yeah.
The-
So pretty much we could agree to this. No, we could agree to the fact that we live in a society where most people give up before they could even see any success.
yes.
Yeah, that's facts. Cause
Yeah.
that's me every day. Man.
You gotta
I'm like,
hang
I'm about to
in there.
come down that wall.
You
12
gotta
o'clock.
hang in there.
Man, forget that dream.
Hey, yo, but what is that one thing? I mean, I know, most people say New Year, new fashion, New Year, new resolutions, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, me, I don't care much about resolutions. But what is the one thing, you walked into this year saying, I will, by fire, by force, find a way to eradicate this from my life? What is that one thing?
For me, I would say this outright. It's like escaping with like little lies. You know what I mean? You know how you be lazy to tell the truth sometimes?
I don't think
No, it's not like
lazy.
telling. It's not like telling the truth because like me, based on my worldview, like for me, I don't like lying or getting lied to. Or lying.
white lie. Or
Like you know what I'm saying? Like I want to be like, because I have
Straight
a
up.
friend in New Jersey. His name is Roderick. This guy will go out of his way, even if it means saying 10 more sentences than he could have said, just to tell you exactly what it is that is facts. I want to be like that. You know what I mean? Because sometimes I say a couple sentences that's not really the facts, just because I'm lazy to say what it is. You know what I mean? So I want to take the pains to say 100% facts as I know it every time.
I don't want
I think you could still use 2 to 3 lines to say a fact. You just have to find a way to make it easier for the other person to understand.
Like for example, like just to make, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Like for example, like if I'm telling you a story, right, I'm gonna add some sugar and pepper in it so it may seem appealing. This guy, his story might be flat, but that's just all it is. I want to be like that.
And that comes with, just saying it how it is.
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean? Yeah.
I don't want to say it's lazy. It's a choice that we make to say or not say what we are supposed to say. Now, for me, I wouldn't say I'm perfect and I don't lie, but if there is something that I'm going to be honest about and it's going to hurt you, I'm just not going to say it.
That wasn't my own words, yeah. On.
Huh?
She just said it.
No, I'm just
Oh,
thinking back on
that's-
what you said
oh,
about
okay,
being
okay,
lazy
cool.
to not say the truth.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it's lazy. It's a choice.
Mm.
And not making a choice is still making a choice.
I guess I gotta make the choice then.
Yeah, you gotta make a conscious choice to either say or not
That's the hard
say it.
part.
And you not saying it doesn't mean you lied because you didn't say it. So you can be held for lying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I gotta think about mine first because I have a bunch of them. Now, number one, I don't believe in resolutions because I think progress or improvement is fluid. But I think one thing I got into the year with, I gotta set some financial goals because my school loan is knocking on the door.
Sally made.
And I'm like, no. Yeah, but life wise, I am trying not to like to be more graceful, to be more grateful, and to practice more gratitude when I'm getting into this year.
I dig it.
Okay, for me, I live one day at a time. So I don't. The new year start whenever I feel like it starts. It's not because the calendar says it start this specific date that it will start for me. So I haven't really
Your
got into
Chinese
the.
calendar.
I haven't really got into the spirit of oh, the year started. Let me change this. Let me change that. What I always do is the project that I had for 2017. I will look at it and try and find a way to perfect it the next following days, not year, the next following days. Okay, I gave myself, for example, to be financial free, like she said.
Free and prosperous.
You
That's
know,
my new thing. Not
Yeah,
only
you,
free, but free and
it's
prosperous.
kind of
yes,
like they follow each other. If you're
Yeah.
free, you're definitely free.
yep,
You cannot not be free and not be free.
and
Yeah.
yep. So, like said, I give myself 3 months to do it. After the 3 months, if I can make it, I find better ways or different ways to make that happen. Because if you set yourself these short goals of 365 days, when it doesn't hit, that's how depression catch people. Because you set this goal with short term, short term realization, and when it doesn't hit, you just like, oh my God, God
Dang.
doesn't love me,
Mhm.
people doesn't love me, and this and that, and you just go into that hole, and then the new year comes, you say, you know what, new year, new this, it's cold out. I don't want to be out. It's new year comes, I don't want to be out. It's too cold for me. I'm like I said, I am my own boss, so I do my own schedule and all that. But just find what fits you and stop following other people. Stop following what people do to make yourself better. Find what fits you, the way of living. That's just me.
Mine is procrastination. Now that that's out of the way, let me visit your topic real quick. Um, I think, in my humble opinion, right? I think people need to write down goals. What
Definitely.
people don't do is they're just talking in the air like, oh man, I'm gonna change this, I'm gonna change that, I'm gonna do this, but that you're not writing it down. You're not putting it in paper. You know, it's like
And put it where you can see
yeah,
it.
it's like a vision board. You know, what I mean, you set vision boards for yourself.
I saw a
you know.
vision board party on Instagram yesterday, yo. It was all girls. I felt weird watching, but she posted it, so she was doing Instagram live. So I
Wait, what?
Gender bias.
sorry. I'm not politically correct. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, man. That's funny though. That's funny. Where was I? But yeah, I mean, people just need to set goals for themselves, man. Just write it down. I mean, you're not forced to. I'm not saying go kill yourself to attain this goal, but at least write it down. So, and like fact check yourself every quarter. March, ask yourself, how far am I going with this project? If you haven't started, uh, go
Get on
back
it.
go back to zero and say, yo, is this really something that I feel I'm going to accomplish? Yes. Okay. Move on to start taking steps to do so. No, scrap it and keep it moving. I mean, you're not forced to set goals. That's just what I think. But for those who actually do write it down. If you're not writing it down, then I don't think you're doing anything.
I mean, live in reality. There's a lot of people, even if you write it down, you know for a fact that you don't have the knowledge. For example, like credit score. That's not something I grew up with. I have to learn about, like, teach myself. Yeah, credit score.
Oh, that's a
You
real
know,
scam.
I don't understand how it works
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So you do not expect yourself to spend only 1 year and master how credit score works, or I don't know, loans and all
There's
that.
this
So give
book,
your time. Just be
what's the book?
live in that reality that it would take time for you to master certain things or certain goals that you have.
Okay, I
All
got it.
these things were laws set by the rich people to
Yo, I was just
poor
thinking, there's
people.
one thing, not Gwendolyn. What's the financial? We
Dr.
had
Mofo?
Doc, yeah, like we didn't grow up like African countries, credit cards and stuff,
No.
but we survived and we
Yeah.
good, dog.
Yeah, I mean, it's a
Man.
capitalist nation, man. That's what
So,
they
yeah.
do. The rich people. It's fun. I was watching this documentary the other day, and it was just about the rich versus the poor, and all these crazy rules of rich people. How to bend the rules to cater to the rich people, and we the poor
Tax
people.
plan. Tax plan.
Healthcare, like I mean, it's crazy. I mean, what can we do? We came here, for greener pastures, and once we landed here, we started seeing reality. Instead of seeing green, we were seeing lime green, lime green. So it is what it is, man. Everybody gonna fend for themselves.
That's why
Just
we
find
have
a
stuck in the
smarter
middle
way.
podcast, and we have entrepreneurs up in the building. We got people like Sterling.
Yeah.
We got people like a couple of people coming this year too.
Yeah,
Who, you know what I'm saying? You
yeah, man.
check us out, watch it, get your finances in straight. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
think we need to educate ourselves though, because I didn't know about credit score and how it plays out in your life until I read the book by Dave Ramsey, I think.
yeah.
And there's a lot of information that everything began to click after I listened to the pod with Dr.
Before.
Mofor. Yes. And I'm gonna use that to get my finances straight. I mean, my credit score is not really the issue because, like I said, credit score is quote unquote a scam. But if you have certain goals in your life, then you need to get that straight in order for you to make the next step. But
Yeah, for those who want to buy Lamborghinis, better get that credit score. Point. Man, what else?
No, I don't want. Yeah,
We
go ahead.
encourage everybody to, go out there, volunteer, support some organization, support a friend, a neighbor, family with whatever cause that they're picking on this year. You never know, man. Blessings come in different ways, shape or form. For me, this year, I think I'm definitely gonna try my best to attend more, health talks, discussion panels, and all whatnot.
We're gonna be having a lot too. Yeah,
Huh?
a couple. We're gonna be having.
Yeah, we're gonna be having a lot, but also attending other ones.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's a lot of information out there, and I was talking to a friend of mine earlier this week, and all they kept complaining was, "Oh man, you guys saturate us with a lot of information." I said, "Dude, listen, man, you could pick and choose like everybody else what you want to listen to. You're not forced to just listen to us or see what we're doing."
I beg, listen to us. I'm just kidding.
You know what I mean? Even surfing the net, like if there is some media outlet that just keeps bombarding with so much information, the minute I see the name on IG, I just swipe up. It's
Dang,
not
that's
that
true.
hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not that hard. So we gonna keep doing what we do.
Being strategic in our posting and our delivery.
Yeah. And even in the blog post, which we
Yeah.
encourage everybody to go listen because the writers are incredible, man. Once I post, I just broadcast that thing on people's text messages, and it's insane. The insanely good the comments I get back. So they definitely doing a great job. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I think we don't want to, we got competition out here. We don't want to give them too much. I think that's a good place to wrap up this family affair. Shout out to Deuce,
Shout out to Achiri.
Achiri. Shout out to Eureka.
Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody who
that's
makes
my
this.
sister.
Yeah, man. And moms and pops for letting us,
Moms and
what I'm
pops,
saying, like bunker
yeah.
down in we are basement trapping.
Shout out to the sisters for always being that controversial voice
Yeah,
to
man.
us.
Always
Always
being critical.
critiquing us.
Yeah, man.
Don't do that. And they would just go and do it like, oh, okay. I guess it was good after all.
Shout out to everybody who's supporting, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, shout out to everybody who's supporting. And yeah, this year we're looking forward to bigger and better. And
Looking forward to interacting with y'all too,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Please come out to our live events we're going to host. It's
Mhm.
definitely going to be, in the MD area, Riverdale for sure. It's going to, all our live shows would take place in Riverdale, the office,
Perfect Office
Perfect
Solutions.
Office Solutions. Definitely be taking place there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, shout out to Chico, for all his amazing inputs
And help.
and help. Yeah, for sure.
Man, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, SITM Podcast, and email us, please, sitmpodcast237@gmail.com.
Yes, sir.
AK is the host. Jocelyn is, she does it all, man, except strip. Money, blogger and contributor, and holding me down morally, sanely, and everything. I'm Reflex. We'll see y'all. We'll see y'all next week. Who we got
Yeah,
next
man.
week?
Who we got next week?
Go on the website
Wait, next week
sitmpodcast.com.
14, right?
Yeah, next week the
Yeah,
14th.
next week 14. We should be sitting down with Miss Cameron
Fitness.
2018 and
No, that's the 21st. Yeah, that's
yeah, Miss Cameron
and somebody else.
and the lawyer lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kemi.
The lawyer.
Kemi.
Yeah, Cammy.
No, because I was having a hard time say her name. My bad though.
Yeah, we're gonna be sitting down with Cammy. You know they got DACA. You know this kid's facing deported, huh? That's the 21st. Yeah, Adija. Yeah, sorry, that's a typo. Yeah, so they got DACA coming up, so we're gonna be sitting down with the Nigeria's American Lawyers Association's president to discuss DACA. So, yeah, next week, tune in, please. Stuck
Till
in the-
then,
Stuck in the Middle podcast.
hey, we out.
Yeah, I gotta say it together. We gotta say this joint together. Stuck in the Middle podcast.
We out.
Yeah.